Welcome to Beery Good Entertainment. Beery Good Entertainment is brought to you by Good Vibrations, promoting an open attitude toward sexual health and pleasure since 1977. If you would like to support Beery Good Entertainment, please click on one of our affiliate links at lololaracy.com or sorcererZero.com/podcast. Welcome to episode 45 of Beery Good Entertainment. This is a special episode filmed live at Septembeerfest 2018 in Corvallis, Oregon. We tried beers from 9 different breweries and even a few homebrew efforts through Heart of the Valley Homebrewers. From dark to sour, we spent all day trying new unique beers native to our home state of Oregon. We even found a brewery we didn't know existed. Our special congratulations to Dirt Road Brewing for becoming Corvallis, Oregon's 6th craft brewery. Grab a glass and get your taste buds ready to hear all about our trip through Septembeerfest 2018. Hi guys, it's sorcererZero with Beery Good Entertainment, and we are back for another Septembeerfest. Septembeerfest is started, and I decided to start with a doozy. Klamath Basin Brewing's Chocolate Espresso Stout. Now this uses espresso beans from West Coast coffee. And man, does this smell like coffee. There is real chocolate in this chocolate espresso stout, not just chocolate malt, and I'm a stickler for that one. It is lovely and thick. The coffee shines right through it, and it actually does stick to the sides of the glass. I think it could be just a hint thicker, but the bitterness from the coffee really goes very well with the chocolate, and this is something I'd really love to take home a 6-pack of. Wow, this is a bit of an easy drinker chocolate espresso stout, but it is lovely. Well, guys, we'll see you for the next one. Hi guys, it's sorcererZero with Beery Good Entertainment. I've got an interview for you. I just tried Klamath Basin's Chocolate Espresso Stout, and I'm here with the brewer, Corey. Hi Corey, how you doing?
Hey, great, how are you?
Pretty good. You know, I am actually really impressed with that Chocolate Espresso Stout. Whatever hops you used actually really made the chocolate and the espresso stand out.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that stouts, especially like chocolate stouts, are going to become a bigger thing? Like we've seen hazy IPAs becoming.
Right. You know,
I mean, we've seen like mountainous stout and everything,
yeah.
And yours is just as good, if not better, than mountainous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why? Thank you. Last fall was the first time we did that beer, and it did really well for us. People loved it. We sold out of it very quickly, and we brought it back again this fall. It's looking like it's going to do the same. In general, I do see a lot of people really enjoying some of these, porters and stouts that have a little something extra, a little flavor. Our number one selling year-round beer is a vanilla porter.
I've tried the vanilla porter.
Yes.
It's actually it's very rich and very sweet on the tongue with just that lovely bite I like. Mm-hmm. And you guys, do you think you'll do more dark beers as time goes on, or is this kind of be your kind of like your anchor stone, or?
I personally really enjoy experimenting with some dark beers, and so little sneak preview. Just yesterday, we brewed a batch. It's a collaboration beer we did with Walkabout Brewing out of Medford. We brewed this at our place yesterday. It's a Belgian stout that's going to go into red wine barrels, and that is going to be released at the Holiday Ale Fest in Portland. I believe that's the end of November.
And do you have a name for it?
Big deal.
Not yet. That's still sort of a work in progress.
Okay, cool.
Belgian.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Somebody from there earlier.
Well, guys, if you're into dark beers, Klamath Basin is one should be looking out for? Are you actually bottling
Nice.
Yes.
the chocolate espresso stout?
Yes, we do have some of that in 22s.
Fantastic. 22s of the chocolate espresso stout. Go out and find it. And thank you so much, Corey. I hope you have a wonderful Septembeerfest.
Hey, thank you. You too.
This is a review for Dirt Road Brewing's a Lover's Sour Raspberry Sour Ale and a Saison named John. This is a Belgian Saison at 8% and the sour is at 6%. I think I'll start with the sour because the color on this thing is gorgeous. I wish I could get a button-down shirt with this color or maybe a tie.
It was honestly the hardest transition was...
The smell is all raspberry. Very sour and a bit sweet. Not quite as sweet as I was expecting. And I'd like a little more raspberry in there, but I think the aroma really makes up for it. Very refreshing. This is something you want after you've just finished digging up an entire lawn or maybe mowing it or planting an acre of barley. Really, really refreshing. Very tart. Saison. A little hazy. That's delightful. I'm not sure that Dirt Road has any filtration equipment because they are very small. They just moved up from being a home brewer. Not a whole lot of aroma off it, but definitely getting a few banana notes off it. Oh, but that is so classically Belgian. The flavor off it is beautiful. It's soft, it's sweet, it's got the Belgian yeast going on in there. This is definitely a Belgian to be reckoned with.
Bring their shirts and stuff, and also...
And at 8%, I don't see why you couldn't use this as a perfectly good main beer just to sip away on all night long. Well, guys, I hope you like this review because we've got more. This is Elkhorn Brewery. Today we have Heartbeat. Get it? Because it's made with 50 pounds of beets.
I don't know why I hate you.
This is a Belgian specialty of 5.5%.
Get the pig. So good. But I'm sure that's good too.
I don't really taste beets.
Oh man, those
The Belgian is a little low, but it is actually pretty pleasant.
Had you not given me...
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think probably a little more emphasis on the Belgian could really be used here. But I'm really, really impressed by the color of this beer. They definitely got that shining heartbeat pink. Perfectly spot on. It's okay. I do taste a little bit of the beet in the back end. This is Boggy Boon Hazelnut and Chocolate Stout at 6%. This is a dessert stout.
I'm gonna go get myself a thing.
And wow, this is chocolate all over. This is definitely chocolate bar material. Very thick, very rich, very much chocolate all the way through the flavor. And again, whatever hops are being used in here really emphasizes that lovely dark chocolate. I really think this is a successful dessert beer, although it could be just a touch sweeter for my personal taste. I think other people who really like beer as a dessert item are really going to enjoy this. Well, guys, Elkhorn Brewery. This is new to us. I've never tried them, and I'm gonna go look out for more of what they have to give us. Well, I finally found a McMenamins brewer. Cody, oh my God, you have no idea how much I love that mug coffee brown.
Oh, I'm glad you do.
I wish I could have that every single morning for breakfast for the rest of my life.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you decided to do a brown instead of a porter or a stout?
Sure. Yeah. So in my mind, porters and stouts are usually more malt heavy, and I felt like the brown would really push the coffee through. You really get that really nice coffee flavor in a brown. It's a little less malty, a little less caramely. So I feel like the brown was a really good choice for coffee.
Yeah, the drinkability really reminded me of like a Yorkshire beer.
Yeah.
I felt like I was sitting in it, sitting down, just something that I could really kind of drink down. It was great.
Nice, easy drinking, but still has a little bit of a malty character.
Are you planning more browns or any more dark ales? Or are you going to go back to some more of the other?
Oh yeah, I love dark beers. I love malty beers. I am also a huge IPA fan. I love malty beers and hoppy beers, so I'm always trying to do something really light, something really in the middle ground, malty, and then something really dark. This is usually what my brewing style is.
I have noticed in the past, I think about the past year, the land of IPAs has suddenly shifted. We're getting Belgians, we're getting hazy, we're getting sours, we're getting, like this year especially, we're getting stouts and porters and dark beers. Is this a trend that's going to continue, do you think? Or are we going to start seeing more darker here in the Northwest?
I think here in the Northwest we love hops. We grow hops here in the Northwest, and a lot of the brewers really love to showcase the fact that we grow a lot of really fresh and great hops here. But I still think that there's a really great direction for malty beers, especially the fall's coming around. So I feel like malty beers are going to start coming around a little more instead of IPAs, or really even like the new schooler IPAs, kind of lighter with a really, really huge hop aroma and flavor with not a lot of bittering hops. That's a really good summer style beer, but I feel like the malty beers are going to be coming around more for the fall.
Now,
sure.
I know McMenamins cans beers.
Sure.
Are you guys extending that range?
So we're going to be canning a lot more beers for sure. We do all of our canning up in Edgefield. They brew the batches that they brew up in Edgefield, they'll can. So that's the only batch that they'll can is up in Edgefield. So all the beers that are canned are brewed up in Edgefield. So the brewer, if the beers that you like here, those are all one-offs that I created and made. They're not McMenamins beers. So they're all my creations, the ones that you're trying here, which is really cool for McMenamins. We do all the classic Hammerhead, Terminator, Ruby, and then we usually have a couple seasonal beers. Right now we have a jam session, which is the Thunder Cone, which is our fresh hop beer, and then we have a fresh hop or a seasonal IPA at the moment too. So other than those beers, all McMenamins brewers get to brew anything they want. So it's really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we really have a very, very nice creativity, and we all get to kind of do what we want to do, other than beers that McMenamins gives us recipes for.
Where did you start from? Did you start as a home brewer?
Yep, I started as a home brewer. I've been homebrewing for about 5 years. I've been brewing professionally for McMenamins for about 4 years, but I've been with McMenamins for about 3 years. I managed a location down in Eugene. Before that, I worked at the other location in Eugene, East 19th. And since the day I started working for McMenamins, I wanted to be a brewer. Wow. It's my dream, and I've achieved it.
Well, you give us, as home brewers, you give us a lot of hope.
Well, thank you. Yeah, keep doing it. If you
guys,
love doing what you're doing, keep doing it, and maybe you'll do what you love for a living someday.
Oh, I already do that. I drink beer for a living.
There you go. You're already doing it.
Well, guys, McMenamins, definitely jump on McMenamins. They're all over Oregon. You come to the Pacific Northwest. If you need to know where location is, look it up online or ask me. Thank you, Cody, so much for coming and talking to us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And thanks for the absolutely fantastic coffee, Brown.
Oh, of course. Keep drinking more beer.
Well, you are familiar with McMenamins mug coffee brown, but I have another one today. This is the champagne of IPAs. This is Brut IPA. 6.5%. I really love the haziness on this. Absolutely love the haziness on this. Oh, This actually tastes like a juicy IPA to me. And although I'm not getting huge amounts of like actual fruit off it, I am getting large amounts of juicy hops from it. It's not overwhelmingly hoppy, but it does have an extremely nice bitterness in the back end, really well balanced, full textured. When you drink this, it's going to coat your tongue and the top of the roof of your mouth, and you're really going to know that you're drinking a special IPA. This is definitely something you could pretty much drink with anything, especially at 6.5%. I'd even try cooking with it. Lovely, lovely, hoppy IPA, and juicy in the texture, and just did a lovely job with this Brut. This is McMenamins mug. I cannot even explain how much I really love this coffee brown. What a delicious amount of coffee off this. It's thick, but it's definitely drinkable. This is my ideal of a breakfast beer. Coffee brown, lots and lots of coffee without being obnoxiously bitter. Lovely, easy to drink. Not a whole lot of chocolate. You can definitely smell it. You can taste it. I think they just decided to add some beer to some coffee, and I'm happy with that. From Asher David Brewing and Cellar Works, here is Common Bliss. This is a strong saison. This is at 7.4%, and it actually has it's a classic recipe, but it's been beefed up a little bit with some marjoram, lemon peel, and a little bit more coriander. It smells like a classic Belgian. It really has that lovely Belgian aroma. Ooh. I can tell it has some ABV to it. You definitely get a little bit more ABV to it, which actually enhances the Belgian flavor. Let's see. Yep. Coriander, marjoram, and just the barest hint of tang from the lemon peel. Just the barest hint, just enough to let you know it's something a little different. I really like this. Great job, Asher David, on this lovely saison. And if you're looking to wean yourself off those tallboy cans of common ass lager, here you go. Asher David has the lager for you. This is 4.7%. It smells very clean. Oh yeah, this has a lovely grainy flavor to it, just like I like my lagers to have. I think that comes from the 14% corn they use. Very drinkable. Oh, I could rip right into one of these after a day out in the garden. This is fantastic. I really hope they can this. And the lovely clear yellow nature of it makes it a spectacular looking lager as well. Well, I believe that it was either last year or the year before last that we first encountered Three Sheets Brewing, and luckily they're back here at Septembeerfest again. This is Green Beret. This is about a 7% IPA. And boy, look, you know what? It's been a couple of minutes, and look at the head on this beautiful orangey yellow IPA. This thing is sticking around like there's no tomorrow. This is the smoothest of the smooth IPAs. If you wanted to look cool, all you'd have to do is drink this stuff. The lovely hops in this are definitely not very obnoxious. They hold up that lovely bitterness in the back end, but it's still smooth and easy drinking. And 7.5%. Oh my goodness. You could drink a lot of these in a hurry. Oh. Let's see. A little bit of orange, a little bit of pine, but all very well mixed in together so that it's kind of hard to pick out any particular flavor. They all work well together. Let's see. Strawberry Blonde Cream Ale, also from Three Sheets. This is 5.9% ABV, and it uses real strawberries. And you guys know I am a sucker for a good fruit. Oh, strawberry aroma for miles. Sweet and strawberry. This is very dessert-like. I'm kind of surprised. 5.9 and it actually tastes like kind of a softer dessert wine without a huge amount of carbonation. I could definitely drink this on a daily basis. I'm not tasting a whole lot of bitterness on the hops, but it's not sickly sweet. It's just quite a bit sweet, and it's very delicious. Hi guys, it's Sorcerer Zero at Beery Good Entertainment, and I'm here with a brand new brewery from Corvallis, Dirt Road. This is Chuck. Hi Chuck, how you doing?
Hello, well, I'm doing well, having a great time today.
Now, I've never seen, when did you come to Corvallis and start brewing? Because I haven't seen you and I've been looking for new stuff.
We started homebrewing 3 years ago, and it just evolved. And this last year, we bought a bigger system, and we're homebrewing out at the farm, out behind the fairgrounds on Oak Creek.
Oh wow!
And so yeah, we're a startup, and we're officially the 6th brewery here in Corvallis. And our beer has been well received. People love it. We're a farm fresh brewery. We grow our own hops. We did a test batch this year with some barley, which is a project in itself. But yeah, we've had a great time just watching this thing evolve.
Do you have a specific style you'd like to stick with, or are you just going to go for it all?
We're kind of going for it all. My brewer, John Campbell, he's a student in fermentation science at OSU. He's an East Coast guy. So he brought all these East Coast styles, a lot of Belgian styles. So we're kind of all over the board trying to stay with the more traditional beers, but also come up with some very unique flavors and sours and things like that.
Belgians. I mean, so many people are starting to do Belgians. Do you personally really like Belgian beers? Because we are in the land of IPAs.
We're in the land of IPAs, and I'll tell you, people that when they start drinking our beers, we've changed their palates. They just love it. I've evolved personally, because I was just, a Northwest IPA guy, just wanted an IPA. But now all these other flavors, and just introducing other people to these flavors and different beer styles has just been fantastic. And watching people grow it, but we love it.
Fantastic. Well, guys, Dirt Road Brewing, brand new here in Corvallis. Look for them, up and coming, and I hope I see more of you really, really soon.
Oh, thank you for coming by. Thank you.
From Barcidius Brewing, here is Chocolate Casanova Stout at, I forgot the ABV.
8%.
8%. Wow, it's been a long day already. Now, take into account this has been sitting around for quite a few minutes while we've been walking, and look at the head on this beautiful stout. It is still nice, lovely, big and thick along here, and the darkness of it, I cannot see through the glass, which is perfect. And there's lots of chocolate, just what I love. Thick, so thick, so rich. It's like it's almost like I'm drinking hot chocolate beer without the heat. It's like a cold chocolate bar beer. It's fabulous. This is definitely, I would give this as a present to my beloved husband, Shay Dean. because, man, this is spectacular. Just a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It literally feels like somebody mashed up a bunch of chocolate, stuffed in the glass, and brewed it right there. This is fantastic. I would definitely class this as a dessert beer. It's really thick, really rich. 5 out of 5 on the Untapped scale. I tell you what. I cannot tell what hops went into this, but there's just a tiny little bit of tang right on the back end that goes really well with the chocolate, and maybe a hint of coffee. This is really spectacular. Well, along with all that beer that you're going to drink, especially from all these recommendations we have here at Septembeerfest, you're going to want something to eat. And here in Corvallis, one of our premier smoked pork places is Bernheimer Meat Company. I'd really love to just take a look at this. This is a smoked pork sandwich from Bernheimer, and man, is it tasty. It has a beautiful smoked aroma from that wonderful massive smoke machine he's got, and I am in awe of that big huge barbecue.
You're just gonna give me some chick's cut and not even wash it off.
Lovely soft ciabatta bread, fresh greens, smoked pork with this lovely tang to it. This is definitely, you've got to try. If you're anywhere near Corvallis, and you can call them up, you can look them up on the internet, Bernheimer Meat Company. It's totally worth your time. From Deluxe Brewing here in Albany, Oregon, here is the Lumberjack Porter. This is 6.5%, and basically all I have to say about it is I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. It smells malty. It is very much a porter. This is pretty roasty, which is exactly how I like my porters to be. There is quite a bit of hop bitterness on the back end. It's okay. It's another one of those pretty dependable porters. It's not exceptionally thick, which I would not expect. It doesn't stick to the glass, not a whole lot of head. The aroma is very nice, very roasty. It's not exceptionally nutty. It's a very calm, nice, midline porter. I think this would be a very dependable 6.5% porter. Also from Deluxe Brewing, this is a 6.6% Oktoberfest. And when it comes to Oktoberfest, I go a little crazy. You know, every year I try to pit Oktoberfest against Oktoberfest. I just happen to like them that much. Super malty aroma. And you know, this doesn't have an enormous amount of flavor to it. It's a pretty midline, not exceptionally exciting, but remember with an Oktoberfest, we're not looking for exciting, we're looking for drinkability. And I think I definitely have that here. Definitely quite a lot of malt. There's a beautiful hazy orange color to it. Not a lot of head, but it does stick to the glass just a little bit. This would be, I believe, exceptional with food. And I think there is a good chance I may stick this on the lineup for the Oktoberfest challenge. Yeah, it's pretty good. And here is Conversion Brewing. This is St. August Cream Ale. Apparently there is something for everyone This beer is supposed to actually agree with dark beer and light beer drinkers alike. Coming in, I believe, at 4 point. Just to make sure, coming in at 4.8% ABV. This is a very light yellow, just a touch of haze to it. Absolutely no head at all. Very little aroma to it, a little bit of grainy aroma. And it's extremely light drinking. I would definitely term this a lawnmower lager, except it's not a lager, it's actually an ale. It's really light, a little bit carbonated, very, very nice. It has very little offensive flavor to it. It's something when you just want a beer. Here is Communion Double IPA. This is a 7% IPA, and it's, go big or go home. Lots and lots of hop aroma to this. Oh yeah, definitely a wonderful double IPA on this. Lots and lots of smooth malt taste and aroma and hops in the aroma coming through. It's a bit sweet and just a little bit fruity. Just a little bit of pineapple, which I really appreciate in a double IPA, especially if I'm going to be sipping on a 7% throughout the evening. Very nice. Well, Septembeerfest would not be complete without recognizing some of the most important people in our lives who actually inspire us to brew, and that's our home brewers. For an OSU collaboration, here is St. Pat. This is an Irish stout, a collaboration between OSU and Heart of the Valley Homebrewers. Smells very malty. It's very dark, very rich, and very robust, which actually leads me to believe that somewhere somebody is making up some pretty good recipes for another dark beer. Great going, Heart of the Valley. And congratulations to Mr. Beery Cooper, Heart of the Valley Homebrewers. I'm about to try your Wee Heavy Barrel Aged beer. Wow. I'm a pretty big, girly fan of Scotch beers. Woo. Oh, the aroma on this is lovely and sweet, exactly as a Scotch beer should be. Coming in at 8.9%, this is extremely thick, extremely rich, and totally redolent of those lovely heather flavors and aromas that we love to drink when we're drinking Scotch beers. Oh, Mr. Cooper, you did this so well. This, I could actually believe I'm walking along a lovely piece of shoreline in Scotland, drinking this wonderful, very high ABV beer. This goes to show you, if you're a home brewer, don't give up, because eventually you're going to make something absolutely spectacular. Well, guys, Septembeerfest is almost over for us, and as my finale of the day, I chose Flat Tail Brewing. I really love these guys. They were one of my introductions to the wonderful Corvallis world of craft beer. This is Set Hazers to Pun, which is a pale ale. I absolutely have no idea what ABV this is, but it smells absolutely amazing. It smells like pineapple and hops all together, and it's got this beautiful haziness to it, this lovely orange juice color. I think if you mushed some hop cones in a pale ale and put them in there, this is what would come out, and they've done a fantastic job. I think I could drink just about a whole keg of this stuff. It's very juicy, very hoppy, except the bitterness is only within a pale ale limit. It's just a little bit of pineapple, and it goes the lovely hopness goes all the way down across the roof of your mouth, down right through your throat into your stomach, and you feel kind of warm all over. It's kind of like an internal hug, which is exactly how Septemberfest makes me feel. Well, thank you, Flattail, and thank you so much, Septembeerfest. It has been a fantastic day, and I'm so happy to have been here with you. And I hope that you guys can maybe join us again next year. Have a great beer.
Hi guys, it's Sorcerer Zero from Beery Good Entertainment, and we're just wrapping up our Septembeerfest day. We're up here on the roof of Sky High Brewing, and you know, we've done some 20-odd videos today. I think at least 10 different companies, and so many different beers. I cannot even think of them all, and it was a wonderful variety of beers this year, and such a huge crowd. The one thing I think I won't forget anytime soon is the absolutely epic line I saw for Two Towns cider reaching into the distance. I think they must have had at least 100 people waiting just to taste their cider. That is such a wonderful thing. And to wrap it all up here at Sky High, I've got another contender for my Oktoberfest. Go figure, because I love my Oktoberfest beers. And, whew, what a lovely grainy, malty aroma. Oh, man, Sky High is a contender. I think I am going to have to include Sky High in the challenge. Block 15 may not remain on top for very long with quality Marzens like this coming out. We'll have to see if I can keep up with the quality of food, with the quality of Oktoberfest and Marzen beers coming out here. I'd really love to thank my producer, Che Dean, Coreltis, who has been absolutely patient with me and has done so much with all the video production and the hours he puts in editing. Thank you so much. And guys, we're going to leave you with some spectacular photography of some of our wonderful, wonderful sunsets here in Corvallis. We really hope that you'll come and enjoy the Septembeerfest activities with us maybe next year. You guys, have a great night and have a great beer.